Are you ready? I certainly hope you are, because we are here with another Wrestling Godfather podcast episode. I am Don Mystic. I am here with Don Tired, which is completely accurate. And we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff today. So let's get right into it. Does it sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. So first up, we are going to talk, if I can get this thing to come up. Where is it? This awesome production value, guys.
Oh, you know they love it. That's what we're known for.
This little bad boy. Can you see it?
Yes, no, maybe so. The answer to that is no.
Oh, yeah, I need to show it on. There we go. How about that?
Now I see it.
All right. So AEW has gotten rid of BJ Whitmer, whatever you want to call him. Because of domestic violence charges. I mean, obvious. We don't have to get too far into this, because it's obvious they did the right thing. I mean,
completely.
If you're committing domestic violence, you shouldn't be like having a job, especially in a huge company. But the reason I brought this up is, I don't know if you can read it, but right about there, one of the things he did was first-degree strangulation. That'll get you fucked over. I mean,
yeah, and second-degree burglary. Stole something on his way.
Dude, come on. When you have first-degree strangulation on your chart, I don't even think they're like looking at second-degree burglary. I mean, it's.
I know.
I don't know, man. What did he steal? Like her breath while strangling her?
Well, that's true. Yeah, no, this is the right call. You absolutely, AEW did the right thing. We don't need this in professional wrestling.
We don't need this in society.
Yeah, in society, exactly. So you know what? You know, he's been charged with it. Now he's got to go to court and do all that shit. But yeah. So AEW made the right call. You hate to see it, but when it happens, you got to have the conviction to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, there's not a lot to say about this. They did the right thing. Good for them. I mean, we don't always have great things to say about AEW, but at least they're allies to women, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but this is a definite positive. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definite positive. I mean, it's not great that they had him hired in the first place, but you can't tell that just by looking at somebody that he's this much of an asshole. But yeah.
I mean, that picture does him no favors, though.
To be honest, he looks disturbingly like me. So I'm like, I hope this motherfucker isn't. I hope like they're gonna see this shit. You guys don't know this because I wear a mask, and I wear it for good reason. Because I'm an ugly motherfucker, like this motherfucker right here. I'm also bald.
No, he's giving it away.
I
full head of silky hair he has.
No, I'm bald. But like, I will say this: I have never been charged with first-degree strangulation, except for my cock. My cock might have a suit on me, but other than that, never been charged with first-degree strangulation. I have choked a chicken or two. I have choked a chicken or two.
Christ, Peter's gonna be up our ass for comments like that.
My penis is gonna sue. God damn it. Anyways, all right. So, like I said, not much to say about that. It's good that they did it. Let's move on.
Yeah. No, I agree. You won't get a complaint from me.
I feel like I will. Eventually.
Yeah, but not.
You're a very, very cantankerous person. I know this because that's kind of why I like you. Anyways, next one up. We just said something good about I said ACW. I don't even know where I was going with that. AEW. Now let's talk about something not so great.
Talking about Adam Cole again.
No.
Oh, whoops.
Am I the one talking about Adam Cole? I think we're talks about it.
No, I'm just saying. I just didn't like the logic behind the match with Chris Jericho being unsanctioned, and then the very next match being sanctioned with the same amount of tomfoolery. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let's just bring this up. AEW has been banning signs from fans.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
So let me know what happened, because you can't really see the rest of the article. But like a fan on Twitter basically said they took away his sign, and the reason they took away his sign was because they didn't want to obstruct other people's view. So in that case, I understand it to an extent, but signs, really? These things are like a cornerstone of the industry. Like, I mean, how many times have you just remember like a sign that just like got to you, like whether it's funny, whether it's
yeah, I mean they show a bunch of them on Botchamania. So like, yeah, no, signs. Look, signs are a staple of wrestling, especially through the Attitude Era.
I mean,
So
you can't take them away. They're in the fucking video games, for God's sakes.
yeah,
and when I say they're in the video games, I mean you can actually like pick which ones you want. Yeah, you customize them. Like, how are you gonna perfect your customization skills if you can't have signs in the video games, because they're in real life,
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Look, it's a bad look for AEW in my estimation, solely because even though the issue might be like, oh, we banned this sign because the fans behind the person couldn't see, which isn't inherently a bad thing to do because everyone who paid a ticket should be able to see the ring. But when the article says banning fan signs, right, at house show events, then that implies it's happened more than once and maybe to more than one person. So I just don't think it's a good look. You want people to enjoy your show. Excuse
I
me,
also think it's I also think it's a like a type of rule that can be misused. Like, let's say you don't enforce it, but it's the type of thing where like if you see a like sign that you don't like necessarily like maybe you're trying to push like, I don't know,
or the
Darby Allin, and then there's a negative Darby Allin sign, and you just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to have signs in here."
No, I agree with you.
And I took time to make that fuck Darby.
Personally, but no, but I see what you're saying, especially because like you see on Botchamania, and if you just pay attention, you see a ton of video game references, and I get how they could say, oh, we don't want those promoted on our product, but at the same time, fans made it. They're showing it off. Other fans see it and get a giggle and a chuckle. And you're supposed to have fun at a wrestling event. So I'm just not into banning signs. I mean, think about how many times you've watched Monday Night Raw, WCW Nitro, and still to this day, especially on Raw, and I'm sure you've seen it once or twice in AEW, you see Hatchet Men, right? You see people with their Hatchet Man sign. They still, this day now, maybe it's not as frequent as it once was, but you still see juggalos out in the crowd holding up their Hatchet Man signs, which really don't have anything to do with either of the promotions right now. Um, but yeah, no, I think it's a bad look.
And I think we can both agree that WWE needs to put the Juggalo or the ICP in the Hall of Fame. Make it happen. Make it happen, Vince. You're senile enough to do it.
He's crazy.
All right, so yeah, again, this is not something we need to spend a lot of time on. I just thought it was worth bringing up.
Yeah. Well, because look, going into the big London show, this is what's weird about AEW's London show. Apparently, tickets are selling like meat pies over there.
Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, that's a good thing because over there they eat meat pies. Meat pies are like a something you get like at a sporting event, like
if they're selling like meat pies over here, that's a bet.
Yeah, no, but over there, so like they're doing a good job, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet they're banning signs at house shows. But then there's also reports, and people are posting pictures online of like majority empty not stadiums, but arenas and halls where they're hosting house shows, to the point where there's consideration that they won't even have house shows anymore. So what are we doing here? Are we really protecting?
So what you're saying is the signs aren't obstructing anyone because there's no one behind most of the people.
Yeah, or more importantly, the ones that are paying to go, why are we harassing them? They should be grateful, considering that apparently they're not selling out house shows. And yeah, people enjoy themselves. And look, if someone legit can't see, and it's like a person who
then they can politely ask, say, that a little while I can't see, and as long as most fans are cool. I mean,
and you know what?
Be dicks about it.
Yeah, and also you got to think the fan is only going to start waving it and lift it up maybe during an intro, or if the hot cam turns to them. So I mean, and this might not even be a televised event, so there might not even be a hot cam to begin with. So
yeah, and so boys and girls, make multiple signs of Darby Allin should be sodomized by a skateboard.
What?
Go to a house show.
Jesus, this got dark real quick.
What, you think Darby Allin shouldn't be sodomized with a skateboard?
I'm not entirely worried about his sodomy practices.
Well, I'm not worried about it either. I just think it would make for a great sign. And yeah, of course, you get an AI generated photo.
See, you have me defending Darby Allin. Not that and it's not even like I'm a Darby Allin hater or anything. It's just like you've turned me into the good guy, into the face. How dare you? How dare you turn me into a face?
You're welcome. You're welcome. I love it. I love it. I love turning you into the good guy.
No, I'm just a little old baby face.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold sets it up.
Oh, man. Yeah, you hate when I do that shit, don't you?
No, I hate when it's so cornily set up, but what can you do? That's what I...
Well, you can't do anything because I have control of the fucking audio.
That's true.
All right.
We got to get a sound producer. We got to hire...
we got a sound producer right here.
Dominik.
Yep.
That was what was best for business. The champ is...
I'm just gonna let him keep going.
Jesus Christ on it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Wrestling Godfathers have gone off the rails.
No, so one Wrestling Godfather is fine. The other one's like whining a little bit. Anyway. Okay. Next up we got one of my favorites. Let's get it up. When I say get it up, I don't mean it in the back. In the erectile dysfunction. Oh wait. Oh,
maybe it does.
We're gonna get sued.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. It's got one of those things up. All right.
Yeah, that already happened. She did get a new belt on Raw.
Yeah, she got a new belt, and I wanted to talk about this because she got a new belt, Asuka got a new belt, and I think it's significant because they took the names off the belts, and you actually brought this up a while ago that it was stupid that somebody on Raw had the SmackDown belt, somebody on SmackDown had the Raw belt, and we were thinking, okay, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna have a switch like Becky and Charlotte did in the past, which did not end up well because Charlotte dropped the belt on the floor, which I'm sure did not make everyone in the back happy. But I mean, obviously they're taking the names off the belt, and I think that's a good idea, which means they don't have to be like constricted to one brand. Like Rhea's on Raw. She can face people from SmackDown for the belt.
Yeah.
And now, that being said, I mean, could we see in the future 2 champions on SmackDown or 2 champions on Raw?
And you could, but I think you're going to see them stick to one. Whatever brand, one's working, the other's going to probably work the other. But I loved it. And then I could see Dom right there in the back.
Oh, dude, Dom like, jumping around with the belt. Dude, he is so much heat. Like this, they were cheering her, and the second he showed up,
yeah, they sounded boo. And the best part was she leans more into it, like she, you know what I mean? Like instead of like she could have just taken all the cheers and been like, you know, like almost be a baby face about it. But no, the moment he came in the ring, she gave him the belt to hop around like a little a little weasel. And then after he put it on her, right, he was able to lean over it, and she leaned into that whole dynamic, the Rhea Dom love dynamic, which is hilarious.
Creepy as hell.
Well, no, I just think it's dumb. If you think about it, Rhea Ripley was already over, but now she's astronomically over, and Dom was already getting the most heat now. Once they've been paired together, or at least since they've been paired together, you've seen his heat go like freaking nuclear, right? And you've seen her. She can't. The only time she's booed is if Dom's nearby. But if Dom's not there, she's supposed to be a heel, and they cheer the daylights out of her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Exception being Puerto Rico, because she was wrestling Zelina Vega, who has Puerto Rican roots. So that's obviously.
She's gonna get booed there no matter what.
No matter what, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and I feel
love
like
how they lean into it.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of like we're doing one-sided with Ripley because she's up on the thing, but Asuka also got her belt, and I would just like to say to Asuka,
no, it's good.
No, I'm upset with that, so I don't want to talk about it. Even though it's a wrestling podcast, yeah, I am.
Upset with the Hello Ladies?
No.
With Asuka getting it? Oh, is it because the fact that Rhea got the heavyweight?
No. It's not really the belt. It's okay. What I'm upset about is Charlotte Flair showing up. And look, this isn't me shitting on Charlotte Flair because she's like bad or something. No, she's extremely talented wrestler. She's one of the best in the women's division. She's she's good at what she does. But it's like Asuka wins the belt from Bianca, right? And it almost seems like, okay, so Bianca had over a year-long run. Asuka just gets a belt. And 2 weeks later, Charlotte Flair shows up. And for whatever reason, I'm like, oh, shit. They're just going to put the belt right back on Charlotte, aren't they? I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I know, right? But I'm already prepared for that because I'm like, God dang it. Did they just give it to Yeah, did they give it to Asuka just so they don't have Charlotte Flair beat Bianca, just so they could say Charlotte Flair beat Asuka? Like, I don't get it. Like, Charlotte Flair has turned into what Roman Reigns has turned into, and I think in terms of where, for all the good they do in the ring, there's a fair amount of people who are just tired of them. So some of the hate or some of the heat or some of the dislike isn't because their story is dictating that or because they're playing off their role really well. It's because fans, I think, sometimes get a little tired if the same person is booked to go over, and and where there's no intrigue. Look,
yeah, I mean, think of
once we found out Charlotte was getting married, right, at WrestleMania, then you were like, okay, it's safe to cheer for Rhea. But if no one knew Charlotte was getting married, I think most people would have assumed Charlotte was going to go over, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think I'm wrong in thinking that.
No, and I mean, it's sad because, like, there's so many deserving like younger women wrestlers, divas, whatever you want to call them.
Well, now it's wrestlers, because divas, I think in the old days had that like they had to be sex appeal as part of their gimmick in terms of like the bra and panty matches, mud matches, matches that involve no wrestling and just like straight up beauty competitions. I think that's diva, and now just women's wrestler, because they do the wrestling and they look good doing it, but they're not forced anyone away. Whereas like when you see Ivory and Sable in a bikini off, that's not really wrestling. That's just...
I disagree. Oh man.
Well,
there is nothing more wrestling than borderline vanilla porn. I've said it before. Wrestling is one erect penis away from a porno, and apparently it works with the women's division as well. It is one bra and panties away from a porno.
Jesus Christ. But is that the censors?
No, that's my phone going off. But anyway,
you should have been like, yes, that's the censors.
that is Big Brother coming after us for that one. All right.
WWE's lawyers are about to kick our ass in court.
Yeah. Well, if they got the time to come after us, and they got the time to think up something other than putting the belt on Flair for the 8 billionth time.
I know. I was thinking about that, and I was just it bummed me because look, I'm not saying Asuka has to go for a year like Bianca did.
Oh no,
she's gotta go for at least a month.
Dude, if she gets knocked out in the first freaking the first pay-per-view, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, but dude, how does she?
At the same time, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised, and it's sad.
Yeah, you know what it could be too. Maybe this could be a big swerve. Maybe you have her versus Charlotte, and someone interferes, costing Charlotte the match, and then they have a little program. If this is a way to build up a Charlotte Bianca, rivalry, I wouldn't mind it. I would not mind it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm scared, and I'm not scared because Charlotte Flair is not good. I'm not scared because she's not capable. Because I know people get all touchy when you talk about.
Speaking of touchy, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because it's too easy. Too easy.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, right? Like you feel it too. Like we've seen this a million times before with Charlotte Flair, where she just walks in, kicks one chick's ass, and is like champion for eons.
Yeah, and I mean, it's sad because, like I said before, there's so many deserving wrestlers on the.
Think about it. If you put her in
Zelina Vega, fucking Elo Sky,
the belt does nothing for Charlotte. She already has massive support, right? Like Charlotte you could put her in a program with younger wrestlers to help get them over, because Charlotte's at a point in her career where belts or not, she has her prestige. Unless she Chris Benoit's it, she's not going to lose it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Look, can't bring up Chris Benoit, man.
Oh, we're not allowed to say that.
The censors are coming back at us. No.
Oh shit! All right. I mean, Riss Oitben.
Okay, whatever. All right, let's move along.
Well, I'm not saying I want her to Chris Benoit. You get them.
Unless she fucks up really bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving along before we actually get sued by WWE. Next up, we got a interesting one. Disney interested in the WWE rights for SmackDown and Raw. Now,
why is Disney looking at Vince and not her husband there?
And why is she looking at his chest?
Oh no, she's looking at his bicep.
Oh really? Okay. Well, whatever. The point is,
she's in awe of the force of his bicep.
And maybe it's because he is not terrified at all.
No, he's cocky because he's like, I think I'll outlive
Dude, I'm 100 years younger than you.
See, yeah, here's
if
the
I
thing
actually
about this
get
picture.
serious, you'll get turned into dust.
Vince was 87 at the time of this picture. So Triple H was like, oh, yeah, he's dying next month. Little does he know, Vince found the elixir of life, in Davy Jones' locker somewhere.
Dude,
this is now.
Dude, I'm just saying, only the good die young. Vince McMahon is immortal. So,
well, yeah.
Anyways, like I was saying, Disney is interested in the rights for SmackDown and Raw. I'm not surprised by this. Pretty much every streaming service should be interested in these rights. I believe it did say that Amazon is also interested. Also a good idea. But Disney in specific, I believe they said it would be going under FX.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
by the way, FX, okay. What's even better is FXX because it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Catch new episodes.
Yeah. What's even better? FXXX.
Oh, Christ.
Which has got a Sunny in Philadelphia, but with naked actor.
Low-hanging fruit, buddy. Low-hanging fruit.
You want to know about low-hanging fruit? Danny DeVito on the FXXX.
Yeah.
Low-hanging freaking berries, buddy.
Hey, here's the Frank's fluid. No, here's the thing. Yeah, I think I think a bunch of companies are interested. However, I don't know. I don't say this because I'm making it up. I just get the gut feeling that somehow, someway, at the end of the day, the media rights for WWE are going to stay put. I don't see why NBC Universal or Comcast, right, would be willing to let them go because of the numbers that the network does, right? Or at least having the catalog as being able to stream the catalog, right? Yeah. And then Fox, SmackDown, this week, 2.5 something, they did a huge number for a Friday night. So why would you give up that audience? Why would you not try to bid into that? Because my only fear about Disney, well, it's not a fear about Disney. It's just, I don't know.
My fear about Disney, we just had some information not too long ago that the WWE might be open to bringing back blood in pay-per-view events and the last hour of Raw. That's not going to happen on Disney, I would assume.
Well, not if it's on Disney proper, but if it's on the subsidiary, then I could see it because FXX has a bunch of bunkers of shit. I mean,
because I know when I go to Disney Plus.
No, but they won't store it there.
I want to see a dude bleeding from the...
No, but they're not going to put it on Disney.
I know.
They'd put it on Hulu, I guarantee you. And by the way, here's the other interesting part. I think Comcast still owns 20% of Hulu or something like that, and Disney owns the rest. Disney should just buy out that half of Hulu from Comcast, and then you could put WWE on Hulu.
Dude, right? Disney should just buy all the channels and platforms and just make one big house of mouse. But yeah, so I mean, I don't think, to be honest, I don't necessarily know if this is going to change anything other than the fact that it makes Disney stronger, which makes it more of a monopoly. But and I don't like monopolies, obviously, because in monopolies, the ones who usually get shit on are the consumers or the people who actually buy the stuff. So, but other than that, I don't think a lot's going to change no matter who ends up with the rights.
Yeah, because if you think about it, Disney already does business with Endeavor for UFC, and that's on ESPN, and I don't think ESPN has the space to add wrestling, and it's
that was actually in this article. They don't have the space.
Yeah, because
there was
because it's not just the 1 hour of Raw you're adding 3 hours of Monday Night Raw, potentially adding 2 hours of SmackDown. NXT, right? There's premium.
I'm not sure if they're going after NXT, but
no, but that's what I'm saying is you're not buying the rights to WWE and not carrying all the content you can. You're not gonna be like, all right, I'm just gonna buy the rights to Raw and then let my competitor get SmackDown.
Well, I mean,
I guess that kind of exists.
Choice, but
right, that exists today already. But if you're gonna buy them, wouldn't you want to gather both of them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
But yeah. So basically, like I said, I don't think a lot's gonna change no matter who ends up with it. But
yeah, I don't expect it to be on Disney Plus. Let's put it that way. I don't expect it on Disney Plus.
But you don't want to watch The Little Mermaid and then you go right into Raw. That would be awesome.
No, it probably would be, but I'm saying Disney Plus,
like Taboo flounder through a coffee table.
No, well, that's something.
Which, I mean, doesn't really work because they're underwater, and I don't think that move would work underwater. I don't think most moves would work underwater. Anyways.
Yeah.
I am getting way off the rails here, so we're gonna move on.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's let me just go find the next one. Screen. All right, so we did that one. All right. Oh man, you're gonna like this one. Let me just back over here and show on stream. So on Father's Day, Rey Mysterio and Dominik Mysterio are gonna have a street match.
That's right.
Pre-fight. Yeah, so I mean, I think this is a cool idea. Like, I kind of thought that I'm not gonna say the rivalry was over, but I kind of thought that them being on different brands, you really
and this is a house show, right?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, so. Sunday Stunners are house shows, I believe.
So, like this is I hope, like, if it's a house show, will it be on?
No, it's just gonna be on. It's local. They're not gonna. They might record it, but they're not airing it.
Boo! This better be on like YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will take a video, post it. And look, Ray has to go over. It's Father's Day, for Christ's sake.
Hey, you know, what if Dominik goes over, and then you find out Rhea Ripley's pregnant?
With who's the father?
Don't know. I mean, kayfabe pregnant. Kayfabe pregnant.
I was about to say, I'm down for that. Could you imagine an Australian Mexican American?
Yeah.
I like that. Dominik and I had to share that whole. Dominik and I share that DNA portion together. I just got to find me an Australian.
I'm pretty sure you're white.
Well, no, yeah, no shit, man. For the guy that doesn't like giving away personal stuff, it's just like, oh, here I'm a Doc's Don Tired over here.
Dude, we've shown your children on stream. Like if you're not married, then you have a ghetto household. Hey, I mean, if you weren't married, your children would be what's the word?
Bastards.
Yes, I didn't want to say it just in case you would get mad.
No,
even though they're not. Yeah, but yeah. So I just thought this would be cool to talk about because it's cool to have like these special types of matches.
Yeah,
and it should be. I wish we could see it though, because it should be a really good match.
That I agree. I think it'll be a good match. It'll be nice to see, and it's a little Father's Day thing, and it's a treat for everyone who's live at the event because, well, this is the only father-son duo I think that's currently active, unless they want to wheel Shane out from blowing out his quads.
Wheel out Rikishi. then you got a father and 3 sons.
Yeah. Rikishi,
he's a fertile fat ass, that's for sure. And
he's a Simone Spike.
No, that's his son. His son uses this.
No, I said, wait, never mind. I said we're keeping that. I'm implying that. Yeah, but
he's gonna give me a stank face or something. I don't want one, but I don't think he cares though.
That's true. I agree with that statement.
All right, and let's see here. Share again. You guys are seeing behind the curtain. All right. I brought up Cody Rhodes, or I brought up Dominik because I had two things about him, and I just gave away the second one.
That he slapped the taste out of Cody Rhodes' mouth,
and then ran behind his girlfriend, kayfabe girlfriend. Yes. Well, Cody Rhodes is going to be facing Dominik Mysterio at Money in the Bank. This is now. I'm not saying that. I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes is going to go over in this.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah, like I mean, I know we're going to do like our Money in the Bank predictions.
I'm already going to predict Dominik.
You're just going to be contrarian. You're like, I know Cody's going to win.
But I just like Dominik too much. I can't pick Cody Rhodes, even though I know damn well Cody Rhodes is going to win.
Boys and girls, if you watch this podcast for any length of time, and you haven't because we don't get any views on it. But
no, you lying sacks of shit out there.
But if you did, you'd know that this guy loves his heels. He loved Shawn Michaels back in the day when he was the asshole. His favorite wrestler, but
all time, and everything he did, I support 120%. God damn it!
Yeah, but I gotta admit, Cody Rhodes is gonna win. It makes no sense to put Dominik over.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But
it'd be funny as hell.
It would be funny as hell, and I mean the fact that he's the best heel on the roster right now.
Right. Yeah.
Not because of his wrestling skills, but because he's just a piece of shit, or a kayfabe piece of shit. I'm sure he's a nice person in real life, but kayfabe, he is an absolute piece of garbage, and deserves to be slapped with a cock. Now, hey, he slaps people, he gets slapped back with a cock. That's how life works. All right.
Well, maybe you could slap him with some titties.
Dude, he already has Rhea Ripley. Kayfabe.
Why do you keep saying K? We all know it's kayfabe. I'm pretty sure
there might be a 10-year-old child listening to this who think that is the least thing said.
Saying kayfabe. Hold on, saying kayfabe about the relationship, but then earlier talking about one boner away from being gay born. And we don't put kayfabe on.
I didn't say the 10-year-old should be fucking watching.
If you're 10 and you're watching this, go find your parents and go watch Blippi, goddamn.
So if you're 10 and you're watching this, I'm assuming your parents don't give a shit about you.
Or they don't know what you're doing.
Turn this on. I think that lends to my my theory.
No.
They don't know what you're doing because they don't care about.
Turn off our stream and
go watch Blue's Clues or some shit. Yeah. What the fuck do kids watch nowadays?
Bob SquarePants.
I don't know.
He lives in a planet
whatever.
He's Boris and yellow.
Anyway.
All right. Yeah, it's gonna be a good match.
I assume Rhea Ripley's gonna get involved. I mean, the one thing I do like about this is it could signal that once Cody does win the belt, because I think we all think he's eventually going to take it off of Roman, even though it's taking fucking long. When he does win it, I do think that there will be like a Judgment Day type of like feud. It'll be interesting to see because you've already seen like Damian Priest. Potentially they're sowing the seeds of him turning face.
Yeah.
Who are they gonna replace him with?
I know, right? And then him and Finn Balor are both in Money in the Bank. You know they're gonna have an incident on the ladder. You just know it.
Yeah. Just take out your legs. Just
what?
Just
kick out your legs? What are you talking about there, bugger?
Yeah, you take the ladder. hit him.
I see what you're saying. For a moment, I was like, no idea where you're going with this.
No, but like, wait, is the because they're in a title match, right?
Who?
Priest and Priest.
Yeah, they're in the Money in the Bank.
No. I think he's facing Priest, Finn Balor, and no. Is Finn Balor facing Seth Rollins? I think that's what's happening, isn't it?
No, I think you're exactly right. Why and Don Tired just went up.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
No, you're right. Now
you see that hand over his face? He's like, he's contemplating whatever the fuck he was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know it's with Damage Control though.
Oh yeah, Damage Control because Yellow Sky and Bailey are both. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Finn Balor was in the Money in the Bank.
Dude, I don't think he needs Money in the Bank. All right. So that's about it for that. So why don't we go to our last one?
Ooh.
If I can actually get to it. Where is it? Oh yeah, there we go. Share and get. Oh man, I hate when that happens. Hold on 1 second. These stupid ass pop-ups that won't let me use a very, very helpful ad blocker. All right, there we go. So this one came up on sports, whatever the fuck, the Skeeto, whatever. 5 signs Jey Uso will betray Jimmy Uso and side with Roman Reigns. I think that's bullshit. But the reason I'm bringing this up is like, obviously there's bloodline drama. There has been for a long time now. Now some of these, I'm gonna go back to the other things to move it down if I can.
Yeah.
Some of these you got Roman Reigns' family for Jey and Jimmy Uso betrayed the tribal chief. That's bullshit because all of them are family. Protect his youngest brother from the terror of the tribal chief. So protect Solo. Again, why? This one is the one that I wanted to talk about. Initiate a rivalry for his singles push. But here's my problem with that. Why would you initiate a rivalry? I mean, I understand it in the sense of getting out of the tag team, right. But there are other ways to do that. And if you have him go against Jimmy, like, and side with Roman and Solo, then I mean, Jimmy's kind of just on an island, and he's kind of fucked over in any kind of push. And then Jey, yeah, I would love to see Jey go solo and see what he can do, but I just don't think this is where it's going.
No.
The bloodline started with Jey and Roman. That means nothing. And saving Jimmy Uso from Roman Reigns' wrath by turning on him.
Yeah, I know.
So basically, like 90% of this is bullshit. But they have one maybe decent point. My point is, I think that Jey is going to side with Jimmy. Yeah, I think that this is 100% just a way to, like, you know, to sow seeds of discontent right before the match that they're going to have. Because I believe they're having like a tag team match, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Yes, I don't know if it's been like officially confirmed yet, but there is pretty much everyone knows that there's going to be a tag team match between Roman Reigns and Solo, and then the Usos. But
yeah, which would make no sense for them. Jey does not side with Jimmy unless they're going to swerve him at the premium live event and have Jey backstab him there. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be heels, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that that's going to happen because, again, that'll put Jimmy on an island
of relevancy.
Yeah, and well, yeah. but like both on an island, but like by himself physically too, not on the actual island, but like he won't have anyone with him, and what we need is for this to fracture the bloodline, and because I think that we're gonna start to see the council start coming in, like members of the council, because I really do like people really think that all of this is gonna end with the bloodline breaking up and Cody taking the belt off of Roman at WrestleMania. I do not believe that.
That could happen, but
I mean, it could happen, but I don't think that's going to happen because I think it's going to be a Roman Reigns versus The Rock at next WrestleMania.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see Roman versus The Rock.
Yeah, I would too. But I think it's like, because we already know it's not going to be Roman versus Cody at SummerSlam because I believe Cody's going to be facing Brock Lesnar for the third time at SummerSlam, which is why they're putting him against Dominik at
this week or this month.
Yeah, so that's another reason why I think Dominik is not going to go over at Money in the Bank, just because you're not going to squash any momentum for Cody Rhodes right before he's going into a match with the Beast incarnate, man.
I know
that would make no sense whatsoever.
No, you're right.
But I think that we're going to see Roman lose his belt at Crown Jewel because it's in Saudi Arabia. They always go big in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they just bought golf.
Yeah, so that's what I think is going to happen.
I think you have a good point. I agree.
And then, but I mean, for that to happen, because like realistically, we don't have that many more pay-per-views before Crown Jewel. You got to see real cracks in, because I think because Crown Jewel is what, I believe November-ish, but like but if you think about it, we're already in June, so you get one pay-per-view a month. So July 1st, I think August is SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and then you're still going to be doing something with like the bloodline by then, and then August, September, October. So you got 2 pay-per-views between that and
Survivor Series.
No, Crown Jewels.
Oh, Crown Jewel. Okay.
And,
you said November, and my brain went to Survivor Series.
But yeah, so what I'm saying is like we don't have that much more time. It feels like we do because you say November in like freaking summertime, and you're thinking, oh, we got plenty of time. Not in the sense of pay-per-views.
No, not in the sense of
Yeah. So I mean, you are out of it, dude. You are so ready to go to bed. But so
that and what they don't know, and no one listens anyway. So if they do listen, tomorrow I gotta go see the dentist bright and early. So I'm not looking forward to them going in my mouth and giving me the whole whatever it is they do.
Here's what you do. You just pull out all your teeth. You don't have to deal with it anymore. Get some dentures.
Hey, it's possible.
Yeah, and you can get those Futurama dentures that chew the food for you. Anyways, but yeah, so I think that's basically what's going to happen. You're going to have him lose it at Crown Jewel. He's going to go on to face The Rock at WrestleMania. And then, but yeah, I think this is beginning of the end for the freaking bloodline.
Yeah, no, I agree about beginning of the end, and I could see it at Crown Jewel. It's got the Crown Jewel WWE.
Yeah. All right. Well, my friend here is tired as fuck. So I think we're going to end it here. So I'll just stop sharing. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next week, hopefully. I know you got a busy week, but a busy couple weeks, but we will try to make sure we get it in next week. That did not sound right at all. That did not sound right. We will try to get it in next week.
Anyway, we will try to tranquilize our young children and make us non-tired.
Hey, I don't have young children. I was smart.
Yeah, but I got I got everlasting love, so I'm good with it.
I do too. My dog loves me. And you know what she doesn't do?
What?
Cost me an arm and a leg.
True, but you know
my dog never.
What? She won't make you help you with your retirement and give you a place to live. Sucker.
Yeah, she will. Well, here's what she'll give those puppy eyes to to some young couple, and then the young couple will take in the old ass man with the.
Hey, now that's where I could get behind.
That's a new porn genre, I think.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I'm done with this.
All right. Peace out, everyone. We will see you next week.
Deuces.